Today we are going to be reviewing Giovanni's Family Italian Restaurant. Over the years, Giovanni's has garnished a highly regarded reputation for its cooked-from-scratch, highest quality and freshest Italian cuisine. Located at 4050 North Bend Road in Cheviot, Ohio, Giovanni's Family Italian Restaurant isn't really in one of the nicer neighborhoods in Cincinnati's west side. The area seems to be a bit old and run down. I wouldn't go so far as to say the area is sketchy, but it definitely does not project a friendly, welcoming feeling. They do have their own private parking lot with plenty of spaces available, so that is nice and convenient at least. The atmosphere here is very unassuming. They have a very basic setup with tables in the center and booths lining the walls. The decor consists of sparsely placed Italian-themed signs and paintings. It doesn't feel like it's been updated in a very long time. I can almost guarantee if you were to have walked in this place 10 or more years ago, it would look exactly the same as it does today. There is nothing special about it, but then again, there's nothing inherently wrong with it either. It's just a very basic setup and atmosphere. Giovanni's menu is pretty vast and covers a lot of great Italian dishes, both simple, such as New York-style pizza, chicken parmesan, spaghetti, ravioli, and baked ziti, to more complicated and authentic dishes like eggplant rollatini, pizzaiole penne, and puttanesca. They offer plenty of fresh skillet options as well as a whole bunch of different Italian seafood creations. All of this, as well as a decent selection of appetizers and desserts, makes it so that there's guaranteed to be something for everyone's Italian tastes. A very vast and impressive Italian menu overall. The food here is the real star of the show, and it is phenomenal. Each order is made from scratch using the freshest and most authentic Italian ingredients. This effort and attention to detail really shows, and everything I've tried here has been delicious. Starting out with the garlic cheese bread with their homemade garlic butter, melted mozzarella and Parmesan cheese covering just about every inch of it, it's just about perfect, warm and gooey and just the right amounts of bread, cheese, and garlic. The New York style pizza served at Giovanni's is probably one of the best New York styles I've had anywhere, including New York. The cheese is great with the perfect amount of saltiness to it, the sauce was just right and not acidic at all, which most sauces are, and the crust complements everything perfectly. A home run of a pizza that I find myself craving all the time. The fettuccine alfredo is excellent, the noodles are just the right size and the sauce is amazing, creamy, cheesy, and delicious. The pasta combo covers a lot of your Italian favorites like lasagna, manicotti, and stuffed shells. The noodles are tender and the cheese they use as stuffing is amazing. They top the favorites off with mozzarella cheese and marinara sauce, making the entire dish a cheesy, saucy delight. Even a simple dish like spaghetti and meatballs is great here. Between the perfect fresh noodles, the tangy, excellently seasoned sauce, and the tender, juicy meatballs, you'd be hard-pressed to find a tastier plate of spaghetti anywhere. For dessert, you can't go wrong with their hand-rolled cannolis. First of all, they look beautiful. The cream inside is so sweet, and the crust and chocolate throughout work perfectly when combined. By far one of the best cannolis I've ever tasted. I would have to say what Giovanni's lacks in location and atmosphere, they more than make up for in quality and deliciousness of their food. The service here is excellent, the waitstaff is friendly and knowledgeable about the menu. I've always been seated quickly whether the place is busy or not, my orders have always been taken correctly, and the food has always come out to my exact specifications. They do put a disclaimer in the menu stating that each order is made from scratch and that their entrees take time to prepare because of this, and that they appreciate your patience and the food will be worth the wait. Well, it is, and anyone who will complain about the wait is kind of ridiculous in my opinion, as the menu states the quality of food they serve is more than well worth the wait. Prices here are a bit steep, with appetizers and starters averaging about $9 and entrees averaging upwards of $19. But you know what? You pay for quality and this food is of the highest quality. Really, the food cost is comparable to the bigger, fancier chain Italian restaurants out there, and this food blows that food out of the water. All in all, a great value for the superb food you get here. Despite a less than ideal location, and an almost non-existent basic atmosphere, the excellently crafted menu, and the absolutely fantastic food more than makes up for any shortcomings Giovanni's has. When you factor in the great service, and the tremendous value you get for the caliber of food you receive, Giovanni's Family Italian Restaurant gets a 4.3 out of 5. Because of how great the food is, I'm going to tack on an additional half point, which would bring its score up to a 4.8 out of 5, ranking it amongst the best of the best. If you're seeking out an authentic Italian meal made completely from scratch that I would say is my overall favorite in all of Cincinnati, you'll be ecstatic to discover Giovanni's Family Italian Restaurant.